place is special. I'm your biggest fan.
I strongly recommend to anyone watching, just do whatever you love. Basically, since 7, my parents recommended to me that I should go learn programming, and the first day that I went there, I felt something really great. I could change people's life using technology. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't do it.
It's really unbelievable, guys. This kid almost made me cry at the beginning of the week because I couldn't believe how talented and special he was.
What our government should do is provide opportunity to our young people. Because Albania and Kosovo have so much potential that they don't even know.
A new project came across our desk we couldn't quite fulfill, and Kaon was the first person I thought of.
To make big things happen, to help my country, to help Albanians all over the world in here, to help people from all over the world. That's what I want to do, and I want to use technology to enable it.
I know you're going to do great things for this country and just great things for the world.
I think knowledge is the key for success.
Everyone was just opening up to me, trusting me, sharing their stories to me, and being so happy and thankful that I just came to Kosovo. Pure beauty like Albania, Kosovo has to offer. There's no place quite like that in the world, and it was honestly the best 10-day experience I'd ever had in my life. It's teaching me a lot. Like the amount of times I feel like an idiot talking to cars.
And I hope that each talent in Kosovo can find a lot of opportunities. At the end of the day, you are contributing to the place that you were from and you were born. And that's the thing.
This kid.
Hey guys, I'm Zach. So I moved from Melbourne, Australia to Pristina, Kosovo. Now, that's because I've never seen so much untapped talent in my life and so much energy in one place. I'm the co-founder of Techathlon AI, and I'm creating this channel to show off this young talent, the young talent we're working alongside, and debunk all these misconceptions about this place, because the world misunderstands Kosovo and they really need to see what this place has to offer. If you're enjoying this journey so far, make sure to hit like and subscribe. Helps more people discover Kosovo's story. And if this is your first time seeing me, I've got all my links in the description. You can see more content and deeper insight down below. And I'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment what videos you'd like me to make to show more about this beautiful country. If you're a business owner watching this video, check the link in the description to get a free custom AI blueprint tailored to your business. Now let's jump into the podcast.
Welcome, everybody. We are here with Kultura Podcast. I am the host of the show. My name is Rock. You guys can follow me at Iamrrok. And we are here today at, as you see behind me, the Innovation Center of Kosovo with two very cool human beings. I've been in Kosovo now for about 8 days, and reason why I journeyed here was because I want to come here and kind of give back to the community in a way where we can share stories, of unique people from here who are trying to do and make a difference in our life here. I've always wanted to kind of give back in a way. I have a huge platform. So for me to be able to spread Kosovo community to the world, I'm going to try to use my platform into hopefully helping with the podcast and doing more events. But to get into that first, before that, I do want to introduce two people here that are really great and really unique. One is a foreigner from Australia, who's been spending about, how long have you been here?
So I first arrived in Kosovo. It was after hiking the peaks of the Balkans. So I first entered Paya it was like early September, and then I actually moved here in October. So since October last year, and time has just flown by. It just feels like I came here just like a few weeks ago. So my name's Zach. I'm 22 years old, from Australia, literally the other side of the world from Melbourne. So one of the biggest cities in Australia. It's very different from here, living in Pristina, but it's been quite a surreal experience, kind of a path I never would have expected taking. But coming here, it opened my eyes to something different. It opened my heart to a whole new country, a whole new story I'd never heard before. And being here has just really kind of just changed how I kind of view the world, view people, and it's given me a lot of respect for the Albanian people, the Albanian community, especially here in Kosovo, the amount of suffering, the sacrifice, and what has kind of, in terms of the history of this country, and you guys being under oppression, occupation for such a long time, and the hardship, the trauma everyone here has experienced, and to now see Kosovo as a free, independent country, it's quite an inspirational story. And I think a lot of people can learn a lot from the people here, the country itself, and just that kind of perseverance, that determination to be free. And now it's a free country, it's beautiful. And in terms of what's been happening here, the community, how I've been kind of welcomed here and just really feel a part of the population, I could have never imagined it, but there's no place, no community of people I've ever met quite like this. And it's like an honor to be sitting here, spending so much time around people like yourself, Kaon, that truly understand what this country has been through, and you guys see a positive future for this country, and I really want to be a part of that, and I want to build alongside the people here. So I'm very excited for spending more time here and seeing where this path kind of takes me.
All right, so that is Zach, guys, and here to my right we have
Kaon, or in Ship Kaon.
Kaon Krasniqi. How old are you?
I'm 14, and
what do you do?
I basically build AI agents and help solve real life problems through using artificial intelligence. One of the key topics I explored more was educational technology, which I'm currently developing my own startup, which is called Mindloop, which will help everyone learn anything they want in their own and personalized way, with the tools they want, with all the learning materials they can choose.
Wow, that sounds pretty interesting. And what got you started with this journey? Because you're such a young kid, and when I get to speak to you outside of here, outside of this interview, you give me like a presence of a person who is already like 40 years old, above his wise. Like, you have like this maturity to you that I've never seen from children in America. I've lived in America for almost 30 years, and I'm very surprised by you. You have a very unique energy to you. What inspired you? What brought you inspiration to do what you're doing today?
Yeah. So basically, since 7, my parents recommended to me that I should go learn programming, and the first day that I went there, I felt something really great. I felt that I could make amazing things happen. I could change people's life using technology, and that's what I wanted to chase from age 7. And I will be continuing until the rest of my life.
That's pretty awesome. And Zach, how did you come about meeting Kaon, and how did this journey start for the both of you? I mean, this is for me, it's random seeing, somebody who I've been following on social media for almost over a year, and seeing your content and how you've helped other, companies and businesses here with promotion and kind of giving people some sort of gateway, because you are from Australia. So I could just imagine how many people in Australia. You're bringing eyes there, probably bringing eyes to many other countries. How did you guys connect, and how did it start?
So, like, in terms of my journey of content creation, it kind of began after hiking the peaks of the Balkans and just experiencing the pure beauty like Albania and Kosovo has to offer. There's no place quite like that in the world, and it was honestly the best 10-day experience I'd ever had in my life, going on that journey. And like, I have a lot of friends in the content creator space and people creating content, and it was something I was always scared to do, but I understood the value of it, of just putting yourself out there and using that to connect with people who are just like-minded like you, and who kind of see the world in a similar way to how you do, or kind of respect how you perceive things. It kind of whenever I meet someone, it's like they already kind of know me from my content. It's just an extension of myself, so I can reach more people. And yeah, whoever now is, especially here in Kosovo, because it's such a small country, it's like everyone's seeing my content here, which is kind of funny and surreal at the same time. I never thought I'd be in this position, but I realize it does somewhat carry like a big responsibility, and I want to use my platform to actually make positive change and bring a positive light to this country, because there is so much negativity shrouded in the content creation space here, and a lot of people in the diaspora, in terms of news they hear or things happening in this country, it's all negative. And it's a shame to see that, because there is so much good actually happening here, like especially with Kaon, stories like his. I've met the ICK, and then so many people I've met who are actually building really cool companies, businesses, who have such inspirational stories, especially from the war, and just sharing those. People have a lot to learn from them, and also can gain a new perspective on Kosovo, because a lot of the people left after the war, and they have no idea what the true reality is like here. Because for you coming back here, what's it kind of been like?
I mean, for me coming back here, this is probably my third or fourth time, since first coming here, maybe about 10, 12 years ago. I've seen a drastic change. I've seen a drastic change in the people. I've seen a drastic change in the community, but I see an uproar of motivation here. I think the young generation sees the fact that it has this potential to do something special. Well, now seeing like what Mira Maradi has done. You have the gentleman who made a supercar here in Kosovo. You have companies that are doing things all over the world that have innovation all over it, And me coming here and seeing all this develop, and it's happening so fast. Yeah. We've been independent 17 years. So to now see people who are coming from the outside in, seeing them work with people here, I mean, I've seen it and it's amazing to me. So that's why I like seeing you here. It's pretty cool. And honestly, I'm mind blown by all this, because I never expected Kosovo to grow in the way it does. And it feels like there's this, you're like, it's right there. Whatever's the next innovative thing, it's like right there. And I feel like we're right on the cusp of something really, really great here in Kosovo. And I'm so ready to like help build that and help be a part of that. And to go to your second question.
I got to finish off how
exactly.
Yeah. So there was actually like a crypto event, Block Talk Pristina. It was a massive event here in Pristina, co-ran by Binance, and a few other companies were involved. And I was just attending the event to kind of get more of a feel of the crypto space. I don't know too much about crypto, and just kind of meet people within that tech space community, just network, because networking here is so much easier. Like everyone's open to kind of meet new people, kind of hear people's stories, go for coffee, and things happen just so quickly. But yeah, at this event, I remember there was like this kid came up to me, this blonde kid, and he came up to me and he's like, "Hey Zach, hey Zach, you're on TikTok. I've seen you on TikTok." And I'm like, "Yo, what's going on? How's it going?" And I'm like, "Yo, what's your name?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm Kaon." I'm like, "Bro, what are you kind of doing here? What brought you here?" And Kaon quickly kind of shared with me his kind of journey and his passion about AI, and how much he cares about AI, and also his knowledge and expertise around AI. Like for me, I've kind of come into the tech space without a tech understanding. Like I have a baseline understanding. I've learned a lot through this journey. And yeah, he was explaining things I didn't understand. And I was like, "How old are you again?" He's like 14. And I'm like, okay, damn. And like, yeah, we were talking, we got a few photos, and we did an interview. I was like, "Kaon, I got to interview you. I got to show off your talent to the world. People got to see and recognize you and see you as an emblem of what the future of Kosovo actually looks like with the young generation here. Because in terms of the light you actually bring to this country, it's massive and can inspire and bring a lot of hope to people here to kind of pick up this particular set of skills you've built over the last 7 years. That's going to be one of the most valuable skill sets in the entire world.
Would you say he's teaching you?
He's teaching me a lot. Like the amount of times I feel like an idiot talking to cards. But yeah, and like from there, like we stayed in touch, messaged every now and then we had like an event here at the ICK. Kaon came on. I was super excited, happy to see him, and then got to introduce him to both my business partners, Ethan and Dion. You'd originally met Dion at the event, but that second time around, like, really impressed Ethan in terms of like your knowledge and understanding. Because I remember mentioning to him, yo, Ethan, I met this 14-year-old kid. You don't believe like how good he is with AI. It's like, yeah, Zach, you don't understand shit about AI. Like, what are you talking about? How do you know this 14-year-old's good? And I'm like, mate, just trust me. You gotta have a conversation with him. And yeah, there was like, we like got caught up in a few things, and then a new project came across our desk we couldn't quite fulfill, and Kaon was the first person I thought of. There's no one else. I was like, I want to see if this kid's got what it takes to work alongside us, build alongside us. And I gave him a call, and the joy, the happiness, and I was like, damn, I can't believe it. Like, come in the office. He was in the office first thing in the morning, and he was basically kind of whipped up a plan for the project already. He'd talk to Ethan, and he's like, yeah, okay, I'll do this, I'll do that. And he's like, oh my God. Yeah, he's the hungriest 14-year-old I've ever met. And yeah, from there, it's just kind of been surreal. And I have a lot of respect for Kaon. I keep telling him to this day, like, I'm super proud of your parents, the way they've raised you to kind of be the man you are today at such a young age. And I have, I'm your biggest fan, and I know you're going to do great things for this country and just great things for the world.
Yeah, I definitely see that in him too. Just from the little bit of conversations and us hanging out through Sunny Hill as well. We were kind of a team there. It was pretty cool getting to hang out with everybody. But Kaon, what's been the most positive part of all this for you? Coming from, your parents telling you at the age of 7, this is what's happening in your life. Were you like, when they first told you they want you to be in tech, were you excited about that? Were you not? Was it like, what am I getting myself into? Or were you already in that mindset at the age of 7 to be like, this is what I really want to do, and I want to grow, and I want to make this big?
So one of the things that makes tech people stand out more, one of the soft skills they have, is adaptability. And for example, me myself as a kid had really adaptability skills. Like, I could change sports now and then. I could change, sometimes I read books, sometimes I wanted to play, sometimes I wanted to learn a new hobby. And that gave me a lot of courage to go and shift my perspective into technology and all of my focus into technology. Now, especially in AI, as things change fast, for example, right now you'll be using a tool, tomorrow there will be another tool which you'll be having required to learn it if you want to stay in the game and in the competition. And that's what I love about this game, because it's a fast changing game, and people who will have adaptability skills will be the one who take over.
And I see a lot of growth in you. I've already seen it. Just in 1 week, I've seen you kind of like, it's so interesting what kind of like presence you have. And do you see other kids kind of doing the same thing as you now? Do you feel like you've motivated other children your age to get into this field as well? Is this something that you go to school raving about? Like, guys, we're doing tech. I'd love for you to be a part of it. Have you gone on and recruited people to actually be a part of this? Or is this something that, you're sticking to yourself, or are you guys recruiting, or what's going on?
I gotta add something here. Like, Kaan's already having discussions with clients
Really?
and business owners already recognize his skill set, and he's able to have those key high-level conversations with business owners already at 14 years old. And yeah, it is truly remarkable.
And,
Truly remarkable.
In terms of like the Innovation Center Kosovo, because you guys gave me a tour today in a brand new place. It's something I never even thought Kosovo even had. I've been away from the country for 28 years. I didn't expect us to have a wonderful building that you guys are in now, multiple floors of workspace. Where was I going with that?
You finish off Kaan's question in terms of school.
Yeah, and in terms of school, like, where's everybody coming into this? Like, who's coming into this? Who's working here with you? What's this journey like? Where's everybody coming from? Is it just you? Is it students? Is it older people? Who are the main group of people that are here working with you?
So basically, a lot of the main age, I think it's around 20 to 30 of people who come here and create their own company with other co-founders. But as general, for example, people my age, I see a lot of opportunity. I see a lot of potential, and I see a lot of opportunity. But the thing is, the opportunities that provided from the youth. So, like, what our country should do, what our government should do, is provide opportunity to our young people. Because Albania and Kosovo have so much potential that they don't even know it.
And what, in terms of providing, what do you need them to provide? Is it money?
Yeah.
Is it knowledge? Is it centers? Is it what is it?
I think knowledge is the key for success.
Okay.
I think that we need more buildings, more infrastructure with co-spaces. We need a lot of also deals with these private companies too. Also, for example, we can take as an example Estonia, which is not a really well-developed country in Europe. Like, it's not top 3 in Europe, or it's not even top 5, but it's managing to have a great economy by using their youth talent, who are really great at software development, right now also building AI agents. And the way they are doing that is by providing these opportunities to youth, to make them learn as fast as possible, to make them learn at a young age as possible. So, for example, Estonia is like the best example we can take. See Kosovo, see Cypri, and to probably be based on what they did and implement in here.
So basically, us being like the next big thing, like
Yeah.
Estonia is in terms of AI and technology.
I strongly believe like this will be one of the most attractive places to start a company. I strongly believe that, and I mean it by my heart, Like, especially when I meet other people, when I meet other founders, people like Zach, also people from diaspora who want to come here and try to help. That gives a brightness in the dark. Yeah.
Some of that. What has been? I'm gonna still keep it on you. Has there been anything you've struggled with since like starting with tech or anything like this? Has there been anything that you feel like you're still progressing in, or?
I'm really interested. Like, what sacrifices have you had to make?
Exactly.
So basically, if I would do this if I didn't love it, I wouldn't do it. So that's the thing that keeps me engaged and always motivated to continue, to make big things happen, to help my country, to help Albanians all over the world in here, to help people from all over the world. That's what I want to do, and I want to use technology to enable it. And like, I strongly recommend to anyone watching, like, just do whatever you love. You may find yourself in sports, in music, in arts, in finance. It doesn't mean everyone should go into the AI sector or industry. There are a lot of other successful people who went into other different economy sectors.
All right. And Zach, we were talking about how, there's things that go on in the world where maybe things can get cut, places like that can get cut. Is funding something now that is a very important part to this, to keep this journey alive? What else do you guys need to keep this thing alive and thriving so that in the next 5 years, this exists and maybe becomes a bigger picture and you guys are able to, like he said, get these other infrastructures and places to work? What is the most important thing for you? Because you're now the adult who is kind of overseeing the young guys who are doing this work. What is the most important thing for you as the guy that's here helping this journey? What is the most important thing to help this grow for you?
Well, the main thing, I just want to help establish is just building trust in this country. People being able to trust this place as a country that can deliver high quality services at a much lower cost than outside markets, and also at just a better quality. So in terms of at the moment, there are a lot of things kind of lacking around kind of ensuring that can happen. Now, I don't want to get political here, but in terms of just funding for places like this is so important in terms of helping Kosovo achieve a sustainable growth, because in terms of what this centre has been able to provide for the community since it first opened its doors 2012, sorry Spend if I got that wrong, the IT sector was 10 companies and now it's over 3,000 IT companies operating here. So in 13 years, it's incredible.
That's
Exponential growth. And now it's undeniable that this sector is one of the best kind of positive sectors for the youth as well, because what it allows them to do, in terms of payment, in terms of getting paid, being in the IT sector is one of the highest earning careers here. And in terms of what that means, people can actually stay here. They don't have to leave. They don't have to travel abroad. They can actually build a career for themselves here in their own country, pay taxes to the government, and also kind of help their family out and just stay in this country. And because it's such a big problem here with the youth, they're just trying to find a way to get out of here. They just don't see the opportunity here, especially now with the IT space. Kind of the opportunity is kind of drying up a bit for especially younger developers kind of coming out of uni, just because the market in the IT space is so competitive right now, especially when it comes to programming and software development. And in terms of this new emerging market with AI, it requires a completely new skill set that these people who already established themselves within that programming software development market, these young guys have a massive advantage kind of building these skills. So in terms of building centers like this, providing education around these skill sets that are going to be highly advantageous for people within the future, because we all know AI is going to be such a huge part of our lives in 5 to 10 years time. It's kind of, no one really knows what it's going to be, which is it's scary, but it's
look what it's become just in the last couple of weeks or a couple of months.
Exactly.
It's quick.
But there is so much opportunity. There was a McKinsey report about what the AI market is going to be. It's I believe it was by 2030 in terms of AI services to small businesses. It represents $4 trillion market cap. Even more. Don't quote me on numbers, but there's going to be an exponential growth over the coming years. And if Kosovo can realize that people are willing to put in the systems and education, the trainings, and be able to give the knowledge to people to pick up these skills to take advantage of these opportunities, because that's why we're working alongside Kaon. It doesn't matter what someone's age is in this world we live in right now, as long as you know what you're doing. And especially with AI, people like young as 10, 8, 14, 18, it doesn't matter what your age is, you can learn this stuff. And I know there's so many people here that are hungry to learn. They're hungry, they just want to build a skill set that can guarantee and secure a future for themselves and their family. And what I see, one of those potential careers for a lot of people kind of who are already considering the software and programming market, it's like, hold on, like really take a deep look and a deep think. Like, AI is going to take over that market.
Yeah.
So
it's literally going to become the biggest thing here.
Yeah.
And probably one of the main things here for everybody to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So like in terms of funding for these centers, because I know like USA just recently cut funding for the ICK when Trump came in, which is quite a big loss for them. And in terms of what would really help Kosovo is especially private investment from NGOs, diaspora, even forming partnerships with places like this, strategic partnerships, because so many people have came through the ICK and being given a job straight away, and in terms of that person who's employed them, they're like the happiest person in the world that they found this young, hungry, bright Albanian to come up and be able to provide this opportunity where they can see it really creating a difference in their life and their family's life. And if people can kind of see that, I think there's a huge change that can be made in this country for a lot of people, and a lot of lives can be changed.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really awesome. I mean, I'm really happy at what you're doing. I'm really happy at what you're doing. It's like I said at the beginning of the interview, it's really magnificent. I'm not so educated on tech and AI when it comes to it, but it's moving so fast, even for you guys. I can imagine how much it's moving fast for me. Other than tech and innovation and all this, I know I kind of want people to get to know you a little bit more as well. Who is Zach outside of all of this? Who's Zach outside of all the Innovation Center Kosovo, outside of being a teacher, a role model? Who are you, you know? And how much of that inspiration of you being here has now made you even a more bigger personality? How's it made you and kind of transcended you? Have you felt any big positive uplift from the whole Kosovo experience, and has it changed you?
Yeah. No, absolutely. Like, look at me a year ago today, I would be a completely different person. I've made huge changes in my life, especially coming out here. In terms of like who I was back in Australia, like I was just running sales teams. Like I was kind of like a straight and narrow person. I was looking to run my own sales and marketing company. I was pretty good at sales. I could sell to pretty much anyone and everyone, and
that's that Aussie thing.
Yeah, I was good at talking shit to people. But yeah, that kind of I kind of lost my passion for that after being in that industry for 2 years. I didn't really see myself creating like a meaningful future in that. I wanted to try something on my own, build something, create something, put something out into this world. And like at the time after I quit my job, I booked a one-way ticket to Europe with my family. And yeah, that I knew from there, it was like, I don't think I'm going home. To me here, it was like, wow.
Open arms.
with open arms. Like everyone was just opening up to me, trusting me, sharing their stories to me, and being so happy and thankful that I just came to Kosovo. And
we chose them.
yeah, and it was just like, this place is special. And I just been solo traveling, going, bouncing country to country, staying in backpackers, different hostels, trying to, like, especially because I'm from Australia. Like when we come out to Europe, we try to party as hard as possible, just going out on like a massive kind of bender. But it just kind of just was all the same, like I was doing back home, but just in another country. And I wanted something different, and so that's why I came out to Albania. When my friends were telling me about Albania, I was like, oh, this place seems interesting. What is Albania about? I've only seen it in movies. Like, is it dangerous? I mean, fuck it. I don't really care. Like, I mean, one of my friends went here, and he says it's safe. The beer is cheap, there's great beaches, there's beautiful women. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll be there. I booked my flight, and so I booked the peaks of the Balkans hike whilst I was there. And then from there, like my original plan, like I wanted to live out in Thailand, but it was something here in Kosovo that just, I really connected to this place. And it kind of opened my eyes to something I'd never really seen before, just especially speaking to those who had lived through such traumatic, awful experiences and the hardship they'd kind of suffered through those years, 1988, 99, even well before that, like generations of families here, and what they had to go through. And just comparing, taking a minute, like, wait, step back, and kind of comparing what it was like growing up in Australia and how fortunate I was and how thankful I was for my upbringing. It's like, I can, and just how people kind of welcomed the more, and then I kind of really saw Kosovo as just like an opportunity for more, and to actually build something here, and that being a lot more meaningful and fulfilling, and more people I could help and change lives, and even just hopefully be able to change the entire world's perception of this country. Because yeah, it's kind of hard from the inside in to kind of, as Albanians, to kind of, yeah, no, we're not like how Serbia is portraying us. It's kind of gets drowned out. And for me as a foreigner, I realize I have a much more louder voice. People can trust me a lot more, and I just want to use that for good. And yeah.
And Kaon, what's been your favorite part about working with Zach and the rest of the team here? Because you guys do have a great team, and you know, it's been going really well. Because I want to get towards like the end of the podcast now. You know, we're getting a little deep, and I want really people to understand, like, you guys personally, because I feel like also in a world like this too, people do have to love you personally, and I feel like people have fallen in love with your personality. But what's been your favorite thing about working with everybody here, and what do you see going forward in terms of their leadership and their teamwork with you? What do you want from them? Like, what do you want to see from them as well, to help you in your life and to help you with your innovation with Innovation Center Kosovo?
Yeah. So Zach, Ethan, and Dion, like they already did something that everyone should do in Kosovo, which is believing in the youth, and also supporting me at such a young age. It helped me shape how I see business, how I see dealing with clients, how I see coding.
Does it give you confidence?
Yeah, it gave me so much confidence. I think everyone needs a guy like Zach, support, who it's like it helped me shape everything. I was just a technical guy, a coder, sitting on the computer coding, and now I'm much more. I have gained a lot of soft skills, which to me is more important than the technical skills I had. And I strongly believe that every talent should be supported by someone, by a mentor, by the government, should be supported by companies. Like these large, big corporate companies should should help people at a young age, not just when they after they finish university.
Yeah. Or when they become
Yeah.
eventually successful,
Yeah.
and then it's like, here you go, just take care of us somehow. Yeah.
So I want to thank Zach, Ethan, and Dion for providing me with these opportunities, and I hope that each talent here in Kosovo can find a lot of opportunities. I know it's hard. I know it's not that easy. I know there are a lot of opportunities in Western countries, but at the end of the day, you are contributing to the place that you were from and you were born, and that's the thing.
This kid.
Yeah.
This kid's answers are amazing.
I just want to kind of add something. In terms of Kaon, I'm so proud of him. Over working alongside him, kind of learning more about him, his upbringing, what he's kind of been doing all throughout his short-lived 14 years of life, but it feels like he's like an old soul in terms of such a wide range of different experiences he's had, and it has really shaped him into the person he is today. He was telling, just a few weeks ago, he was invited to Google headquarters in Munich.
You didn't even tell us that.
And there's so much more I can tell. If you talk to Kaon, he can tell you a bit more about himself.
Yeah.
But the future is bright for Kaon, and I hope he can definitely give inspiration and hope to anyone who's kind of listening to him, following him, and believes in him. There's definitely opportunity for you, and following in his footsteps, I think is a perfect role model for a lot of the young generation here.
And one last question. What do you want to tell other kids about starting? What would you say to them about starting, coming in tech and working with you guys, and maybe they're scared or nervous? What would you tell them right now today? How would you motivate somebody to come work with you today?
I'd like to answer this shortly. If you do not show off your skills, if you do not reach out to people, no one will know how capable you are. There is a hidden talent, but you can't see, and that hidden talent doesn't get anywhere. But that's where communication skills play a lot of role. Warren Buffett said this about to some students, that they can 50% improve everything by just knowing how to communicate, and it gives people so much more value. And I think it's one of the key components nowadays, because the technical stuff which will get so much more easier, and now we need to shift the focus towards a more soft skill or learning orientation. So in schools now we need to learn more about soft skills rather than, for example, being a technical founder or anything.
And I just want to add to that in terms of Kaon's persistence in chasing after people and trying to meet with people. He's telling me he's emailing Mark Cuban, and I'm like, what? How are you emailing back and forth with Mark Cuban? And he's like, I was emailing a bunch of different emails trying to get a hold of him because I really want to tell him about my startup. It's you just got to put yourself out there and just not be afraid. And in terms of what can actually come from that, it's big. And in terms of if you are recognized by someone recognizes you and recognizes your skill and your value and believes in you, your life can completely change overnight.
Exactly. And I do want to say one final thing as well, because just getting to know you guys over the week, I've been here for 8 days. This is my last day here in Pristina. It's been awesome getting to know both of you. You guys have become brothers, friends, we're all just become a group, and it's been pretty cool to me. I do want to say something personally to people of Kosovo, people of Albanian, nationality. If you do have the luxuries of being able to help people like Kaon and Zach's done a lot for us here in the past 10 months, and honestly, I'm very proud of you for doing that. I try to do everything I can in terms of helping you guys as well with sharing, trying to give a platform as well. But if anybody in the Albanian diaspora has a chance to really understand what we're coming from and seeing talent like Kaon, it's really unbelievable, guys. This kid almost made me cry at the beginning of the week because I couldn't believe how talented and special he was.
It's making me cry last night.
Yeah, man, and I know we have this special talent here. And if there's anybody and everybody in the Albanian diaspora, if there's any way you guys can help, whatever it is, doesn't even have to be exactly money. If there's anything you guys can do to find a way to help grow these children here and help give them this platform to do what they need to do, we really can change the world. We really can change Kosovo. We can change Albania. We can change everything in the world. And I believe this and I see this growth. And I'm asking me as a content creator with the platform, I'm asking everybody out there to please check these guys out, give them a listen, pay attention to the podcast. And if you do have it in your heart to help these guys out, this is a really big deal here, guys. It is a really big deal. This is not something small. This is something big, and it can change the world. And if all the Albanians, whoever can, help these guys in any way, please do. They didn't ask me to tell you that. I'm doing that from the bottom of my heart. And guys, I wish you a lot of success. I want this to be one of the coolest things because I'm honestly motivated by both of you, and that's why I'm here today. I decided to do my final thing here in Kosovo is to be here with you guys and do this. So I'm really proud of you guys. Keep continuing to do what you're doing. Go to school. Make sure to tell all your friends, come do tech. Zach, you keep doing what you're doing, man. Faleminderit shumë për juve, për te Kaon. Te je shumë djali mashëm, shumë djali bukur. You're a really good kid inside and out. And I really wish you well. I wish you guys well. And I want you guys to hopefully be on top of the world one day. And I'm proud as a Kosovar to say that. And guys, good luck. And thank you for having me as well. And thank you guys for being on Cultura Podcast. So I appreciate it, guys. Zach, thank you for your time. Ken, thank you for your time. Guys, we see you guys later. Peace. There we go.